Domestic violence can be physical or emotional. Hurtful words or a push down the stairs. Survived or deadly.
John is low-key. He don't bother nobody. He was a family man. He liked to play cards and dominoes. The type of person to just come around, you need some help, type person just come around and be like, okay, I'll help you. It was a new girl he was dealing with, and the girl, I guess he told the girl that it wasn't working out or whatnot and everything. The girl wanted to set him up and got him shot up right in front of his mama. Christina is my sister, and she was also my best friend. She liked to dance. She liked to throw parties. She liked to cook. I learned a lot from her. Her life was tragically taken by her husband. They've been back and forth. And she said she was tired. She was fed up. And he emptied 2 clips on her. Her life was fatally taken because of domestic violence, and she's no longer here anymore.
My name is Patrick Frickleton. I was fortunate enough to serve on the Newhouse board from 2014 to 2022. So I had a person very close to me since the time that I was a very small child named Jackie Riley. She was the caregiver for me and my 2 siblings. The one thing that I will always remember about Jackie was her strength. She was not just strong physically, but mentally and emotionally and spiritually. I remember being at work and getting a call from my mom that said she needed, it was actually a text, she said you should go home and talk to Brianne, who's my wife. And I just remember my wife sitting me down in a way that she never had and saying, I've got to tell you something, and it's going to be the worst thing ever. So Jackie had a big family. She had lots of kids, and she was an incredibly dedicated mother to them. One of her children, Nashe, was dating somebody who was at the time, abusing her in the home, and their relationship was a series of fights and blow-ups, and her trying to leave and coming back, and it was very volatile. And unfortunately, her boyfriend showed up one day, and Jackie happened to be there with Nashe's 2 kids, and he essentially just walked in and killed her, and then shot Jackie when one of these kids was in her arms, and they both got away. But obviously by that time, it was unfortunately too late to save Nashe or Jackie.
Domestic violence can happen to anyone, a friend, family member, coworker, neighbor, or child. It knows no boundaries and affects people of any age, gender, race, ethnicity, or socioeconomic status. Newhouse is dedicated to shattering the barriers that feed the cycle of abuse. Every year, Newhouse provides safety, shelter, therapy, childcare, meals, and more to help people escape their abuser before it's too late.
So one of the most unfortunate parts about this story is that the night that Nashe was killed and Jackie was killed, they had reached the breaking point where they were going to get Nashe into a different situation, and they had actually found a bed for her in one of the local shelters. And they were in the process of packing up her things, making arrangements, and unfortunately, she wasn't able to get to that facility before this happened.
Everybody jokes about get out while you can. Get out. Say something. Tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have nobody, find the nearest fire department, police station. Tell somebody. Even if they don't pay attention, go to somebody else. Somebody will help you. I've been helped. I've always been bubbly. The more bubbly enthusiastic I was, the more I was hurt. That's how I dealt with my childhood. I really didn't have a childhood, but I dealt with it like that. I got bullied at home. The kids in the neighborhood would bully me in school and everything. I was getting beatings from my dad and my stepmom. They would beat me. It would make me feel numb because I didn't know. I would block it. Try to wake up the next morning. It'd stop for a few days or a few hours or whatever, and I'd be fine. And then when it happened again, I put a cover or a cape over that. What brought me to Newhouse is I was breaking free from my ex. He was very, very abusive. It just got to a point where I was like, all this stuff happening in my life, all this abuse, all this violence, it needs to stop. And it has to stop with me first. And I have to heal. And I appreciate Newhouse, you know what I'm saying, for every little thing that they have done for me.
When it all goes to hell, will you still be my friend?
Last year in Kansas City, 8,499 individuals received domestic violence support services, and agencies provided 50,950 safe nights. However, 12,738 requests for help were turned down due to lack of space and resources. Some of those unmet requests may turn into fatalities.
The truth is that one death from domestic violence is one death too many. But I do hope that by having these conversations and sharing that it does inspire the people in this room to help the friends around them, to get involved with organizations like Newhouse, and to do whatever they can personally, whether that's donating, whether that's volunteering, or whether that is just simply being there for the people they love, so that we don't have to do this, so that we can break the cycle of domestic violence.